Troy's Everyday Eats brought to you by the Fresh Market.
We're having a spring break party. I'm so excited. A picnic party here in the Rising Kitchen, getting you and your family ready for spring break with some cool ideas, really fresh ideas. And you're starting things off with a little potato salad, but not like you're used to seeing it.
Yeah, we're going to do a mustard and pretzel potato salad. I know how you like mustard and pretzels and all that.
Great combo.
So we're going to do that. We're also going to do some Chipotle deviled eggs, and we're going to do a roasted vegetable sandwich, which I know you're all about your roast. So I figured, you know, spring, chefs love the new seasons because it's been so long since you've had a lot of these good ingredients that it's time to just kind of take off on them. So starting with the potato salad, I've already boiled them. What I usually do is cut them into, you want to cut them into the same size pieces so that way they all cook nice and uniform.
And you use small red potatoes, it looks like?
That's what I did. And if you can insert a knife in easy and it just falls off, then you're in good shape. So I'm going to go ahead and get these drained, and I'll show you what we're going to do with these next. Now, I'm very particular about potato salad because you think that you're going to just mix it in when it's warm. That is not the case at all. You want to wait until it's completely cold. So what we're going to do is we're going to get these drained.
Can you put it in the fridge to speed up that process?
That's exactly what we're going to do.
Okay.
And I say you could even do this the night before, and I would almost recommend it because if you take this and you put it right in the refrigerator, and we'll do that here in a second, you're going to get them completely cool. And the reason why we want to do that is because of the dressing we're going to make. And it doesn't matter what dressing you're using, you still want to make sure the potatoes are cold. And the reason for that is, well, my reasoning is...
Some good mayo here. Oh, look at that mustard.
Duke's mayonnaise, coarse mustard, sour cream, and I'm going to have you start kind of whisking that up a little bit.
So just start with those three.
And then we're going to add some other stuff here in a second. But the reason why you want to wait until the potatoes are cool, because have you ever had potato salad where it's like all the dressing gets sucked in?
Right.
It almost
loses the flavor.
It has like this dry texture to it.
That's true.
Almost. I almost like to dress my potato salad like a salad, like a regular salad. So get them completely cool and then toss the dressing. So that's what we're going to do.
Good tip.
So while you're whisking, we're going to add just a little bit of oil.
Okay.
And this, you could use canola oil or whatever.
Okay.
Just something light. You want to overpower it with like good olive oil or anything.
Sure.
And then we're going to put some pepper in there. Let's see, I got a
good base. Ooh, it's nice and thick.
And, you know, it depends on your potatoes. It may not take all of this base. So that's why you want to do it separate. So we're going to get that in to the refrigerator.
All right.
So both these are going to go in the refrigerator. So the other thing is we want to get, I have a meat mallet over there.
Wow, here we go with the pretzels.
So with the pretzels, I just got like these little nibs, and I got it double packed, and we're just going to bust them up. You don't want to go crazy. You don't want them into a powder, but you want nice pieces. This is what's going to garnish the potato salad. So I don't know, you go to the sporting event, you want, you know, like mustard and pretzels and all that kind of stuff. So that's exactly what we're doing. I'm going to cut up some green onions for a garnish, and when we come back, we're going to put it together. I'll show you what it looks like, and we're going to start on that vegetable sandwich.
All right, fantastic. Welcome back to Rising. Troy's Everyday Eats returns in the Rising Kitchen, and you are giving us some fresh ideas for a family picnic. This is so fun.
Right, and we're going to finish putting the potato salad together, but we're going to, now I said I was very particular about this. We've got potatoes ice cold. We put them on, cooked them till they were fork tender or till you can put a knife in them and they slide out. Then we put them on a sheet tray and put them in the refrigerator. You can do that overnight, and I would almost recommend it, because the thing is you do not want to put any kind of dressing, whether it's a cream-based dressing like this, which has the mustard and the sour cream and the mayonnaise. It'll just to me it soaks it up and it just kind of gives it this really weird texture. Now if you're into that kind of thing, man, by all means, but
if you're into that weird texture, go for it.
But if you would just try this one time, and I'm telling you, it will be one of the greatest things you'll ever have. And see, you can see the potatoes are all cooked perfect. They're not busting up. They're not overcooked. I wasn't sure if we were going to use it all, but we might as well.
Why not? Extra flavor, because you're adding more to this.
Exactly. Now, we're not going to plate this up just yet, because I'm going to save that for the end of the show. I'm going to show you how I would take it on a picnic.
Oh, okay. Look at all these chef tips for us this morning.
All right, so we'll get that back in the refrigerator. All right.
Oh, before you add the rest of the ingredients, you're going to
the only thing left is the pretzels and the green onions, and that's just a garnish. So we're good to go there. We'll salt and pepper it, make sure it tastes good. Now, for our sandwich, we're going to roast these vegetables, but we're going to do a cheese spread. So we're going to get some lemon zest in there. And then
goat cheese, right?
We're going to roast some vegetables, but I've got some asparagus already done. And what we're going to do is I'm going to get this chopped up.
Oh,
before we do that, we're going to get this stuff in the oven.
Okay. What are you roasting it at?
You can use 450 degrees in the oven, but you can use whatever vegetables you want. You know, I've got, you know, asparagus and roasted peppers and mushrooms and onions.
Pick some good ones.
And we're going to just toss those with olive oil. It's going to take about 15 to 20 minutes.
All right.
Salt and pepper, And we'll just get those
Let
in
them
there.
go. Oh, they smell so good.
Well, and you might want to flip them over about halfway through. Set a timer for like every 5 minutes and just check on them.
So they don't get too done on one side.
So when the asparagus comes out, it looks like this. And we're just going to cut this real small.
Nice and fine.
We're going to add this to this goat cheese. This is going to be the spread that we're going to put on our sandwich with the roasted vegetables.
You want to make sure you get it nice and chopped.
Nice and chopped. And we'll just run through it like this. And then we'll just go through it with the knife like that. And it can be in bigger pieces, and we're actually not going to go too much farther than that.
Oh, a little texture.
Now we've got the goat cheese softened.
Softened?
Softened.
Lovely. How did you do that?
At room temperature.
Okay,
I'm not exactly
just
sure.
overnight?
And then
It's not too long. How long?
I would just, set it out about an hour before you get ready to get started. Salt, pepper, I like crushed red pepper, and then we're going to just take a spatula, and we're just going to start mashing, just working all that in there. When we come back, I'll show you what those vegetables look like.
Yeah, hey, we are actually doing a spring break picnic party here with Chef Troy, or someone posing as Chef Troy. I think it's an imposter. Someone who looks like Chef Troy, sounds like him. I think he's an imposter because he's making a vegetable sandwich. You know Chef Troy cooks meat, in particular bacon.
There's no bacon. I didn't even think about that. We could have put bacon in the potato salad.
Imposter proves my point. All right, how are we gonna do this?
I love the change of the seasons because we have a lot of fresh vegetables. We're gonna get the sandwich here in a second, but we're gonna work on the deviled eggs. I'm gonna have you work on the filling.
Okay.
So I've already boiled them for about 13 minutes. We ran them under cold water, and then I cut the tops off of them, and then we took the yolks out. So I'm gonna have you start.
And then you
mixing
smash
this.
the yolks.
Yes, smashed them up with a fork, and then we're going to add some chipotle because these are deviled eggs. And now I have a philosophy on that.
Deviled eggs always have a little kick.
If they're not hot, you can't call them deviled eggs. You know what I mean? I mean, they're just eggs, I guess. And then,
okay.
And if the chipotle isn't going to make you sweat, then the vinegar should. So we'll get that going. If we need to add some more mayonnaise, we got plenty right here. You think we need some more?
No, I think I can make it happen.
Think you good?
Or how creamy do you like your egg
Actually,
yolks?
that's pretty good right there. Because you don't want it too runny. You want it kind of firm because we're going to put that in a bag, and that way we're going to be able to pipe it into the.
Okay.
And you got to see how we're going to serve this, or how we're actually going to take it to the picnic.
I'm looking forward to that.
All right. So the vegetables, we've got fresh squeezed lemon juice in here. I'm just adding some extra virgin olive oil, and I'll show you what we're going to do with this here. Now I'm just using this. This is the time when you break out your good extra virgin olive oil.
Okay.
All right. We're just making like a little dressing. All right, so we're going to put some salt and pepper in there. Fresh, cracked black pepper. Fresh Market's got these little grinders that you can get. And some sea salt. And these vegetables really don't need much. Now, we roasted these in the oven, but obviously if you want to do them out on the grill, you maybe go to a little park or something that's got a grill, knock yourself out. So we've already cooled these off. We aren't serving this sandwich hot. We're going to serve it, cold or at room temperature. So we've got our peppers, we've got our onions, we've got our mushrooms, got our asparagus floating off to the side there.
This looks so healthy.
I know, it's kind of weird. You're right, I might be an imposter. All right, so
I almost feel uncomfortable around all this healthy food.
We're going to drizzle a little bit of this dressing on here. You don't want too much. You don't want to overpower it. We do want to brighten it up with some of that lemon juice and extra virgin olive oil.
And you also don't want to take away from the grilled or the roasting.
Exactly. And then we're going to re-season this again with salt, pepper. You can use a spice mix or, whatever you got. So we're going to get this all mixed up. We got the bread toasted. We got the asparagus done. We got the cheese spread done. We come back, we're going to put it all together.
Looking forward to it, brother. Appreciate you.
Smorgasbord of goodies. What do you want? Where are we starting?
Yeah,
here?
it's probably a good question where to start. Let's start with
Let's try to figure this out for the TV.
Let's start with the deviled eggs. Now, I've already, we boiled them, we took the yolks out, we mixed them with mayonnaise and vinegar and chipotle, and my rule is if they're not spicy, they're not deviled eggs, they're just hard-boiled eggs with stuff in it. So
that's
now,
a good rule.
For our picnic, I put them back in the thing, and I know I'm probably going to hear something from the health department about not putting anything below our eggs here, but...
well, they didn't crack.
So you should have like some saran or something normally, is that what they would say?
That, that would probably be the best thing.
Extra safe.
And we're just going to put this, now I took all that filling and I put it in a bag, just so we could put it in there. We want
so you can kind of pipe it in there.
Yeah, a little fancy.
Put a little bit more on the top like that. Then we've got the tops, so then we do this.
Spill.
Well, you got the whole egg, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's it.
There you go.
Right there.
Back in your picnic.
Put the little hats back on there. There you go.
Then you can close her up and put it in your picnic basket.
It's cute. It's rare that I call your food cute, but it's cute.
The food's cute. Okay, I got you.
We want to finish our potato salad?
We're going to do the potato salad next. Now, this is how I would do that. Now, that was the red skin eggs that we cooked just perfect. You can see they're not falling apart. They're
red skin potatoes.
They're tender. What did I say?
Eggs, but I know what you mean.
You know what I meant.
You were just talking
I'm in a
eggs.
rush.
I got you.
Okay. focus right now. Okay, we are working on potato salad, not egg salad. All right, but we cooked them just until they're nice and like where a knife will fall through it, and they're nice and tender, but they're not falling apart.
Yeah, not mush.
And then we made a mustard dressing with like a really nice coarse mustard, and then some sour cream and some mayonnaise, and we're going to put this in this jar like that.
Yeah, the nice mason jar
And
for your
more
picnic.
pretzels.
And then we're going
Leave
to
a
put
little
pretzels
room for
on
the
the top.
topping.
I like lots of pretzels. Here, let's do it.
Yeah, just there you go.
go.
Make a little room.
All right, and then we got some green
Green
onion.
onion.
And then you could just put the lid on top of that.
There you go. So now we have 2 items, and the third, I'm excited for this one.
This is one, you know, I'm a fat guy. I need a lot of meat. But I love this sandwich, and I like it mainly because it's got goat cheese on it. We took goat cheese, softened it to room temperature, took a little roasted
Crusty
asparagus.
bread. Soft
nice.
cheese.
And there's a reason for that. Terrence said, I don't really like my bread toasted. And I'm like, well, the thing with this is that you want some protection, number one, for these vegetables, but it's gonna, the sandwich bread's got to be soft so it'll hug, but you need some traction on the inside so it doesn't slide out. I don't know if all that makes sense. And I'll run on
This is
top.
insane.
Here, we're gonna do this. We got this.
Topper.
A
Put
veggie
that on the
paradise.
top.
Boom.
Oh, can we just please
But
show
check
everyone
this
how you
out.
packed it for the picnic?
This is how I would pack it for the picnic.
Look at that.
What?
Get a
Gorgeous.
toilet paper roll. No, I mean, I'm just kidding.
That is the biggest toilet paper I've ever seen.
Well,
Getting yours.
if you go to Costco or something, you're going to get the big roll. All the recipes, obviously, are WCCB Shark, clicking on the Rising tab. So that's my spring break picnic party.
Presentation.
How about that?
That's right. You won't get the hands all dirty on the picnic. Grab it with you.
right.
Very good idea.